Get ready. It's time to have some fun. Coming to you from KDKA TV studios in downtown Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everyone, welcome to Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. I'm so excited about it. And look who's with us, Natalie Bencivenga from the Post-Gazette. And
Yes.
I just have to talk about this right away. So she comes in with her Wonder Woman bulletproof bracelet. She's ready. You're ready in
Sometimes
case.
you just need to channel Wonder Woman, and I felt like today was the day. Every
love
now and then
it.
I bring it out. Well, thank you.
Look,
See?
look.
Yeah, I understand her, just
Yes.
on a very deep level.
Yeah.
She gets it done, David.
She does get it done. So do you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
so do you. You should borrow this.
It'd be fun. We could
Everyone needs a little Wonder Woman energy in their lives. You
go
know?
around and
Yes.
deflecting bullets. Although hopefully no one's firing bullets at you.
please.
But
Let's hope not.
figurative bullets,
Yes.
sometimes that happens. Because, of course, Natalie does the scene column for the
Yes.
Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, but also you have the Ask Natalie column, which is syndicated. So this is, are you global?
I like to think I'm a global presence, yes.
But you answer people's questions.
Yes, from everywhere. And they do send me letters. I get letters from all over.
And in fact, we're going to talk about a couple of the recent ones that you've gotten that actually
Yeah.
are a little controversial.
And
'Cause
that's why
not
you need
everyone
this.
agree. That's why you're wearing your.
To deflect, yeah.
So one of them, and we actually may disagree a little bit on this one.
Sure.
The advice. So you're going to share with us what this was, right?
Yeah, so let's start with the woman who just recently got married. She's in her mid-20s, and she wants to quit work to stay home and raise a family. And her husband has a really good job, and she said, I want to take the time to be with my children, and if he can afford for us to do that, why shouldn't I do that?
Right.
And I said, I am not in any way telling women how they should be mothers. Hello. That would
Okay.
be a minefield. I would never do
Yes.
that. But I did
Right.
tell her to think about some of the consequences of being a total stay-at-home mother, meaning having no outside income of your own.
Not working even part-time.
Not
or
even
anything.
working
Yeah.
part-time. And I said, what if your husband loses his job?
Mm-hmm.
There's always a possibility of that. What if the relationship goes south and you have no income, so you haven't been able to put any money aside for emergencies like being able to leave? And when I was a social worker, I worked with a lot of women that were in that situation, that were in emergency housing, in emergency shelters with their children because of that.
Yeah.
And so those were just some of my thoughts for her, but I try not to tell people what to do with the column. I try to give them more thoughtful options.
Things to think about in working through the process.
So
you write this,
Yes.
but then you got a response back from some women
lot
saying,
of people, and men too.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Which
saying
I also
what?
found interesting.
saying
well,
no,
how
if she
dare,
wants,
how
if she
dare
wants
I?
to be a stay-at-home mom, why would
Yes.
you not let her be a
Well,
stay-at-home
and just
mom?
that, being a mother and a wife are the most important things that a woman can be. And that was a lot of the response, was sort of
Right.
putting an expectation on what is woman and putting it in the world of it is wife and it is mother. And those are the two most important things to aspire to. And so there was a lot of energy around this conversation. And then I posted it again on my Facebook page, and then I had a ton of response there because it's interesting, everyone likes to tell women how to live. And it really takes hold for me when I see it around the topic of children and motherhood.
Right.
So, but what do you think? I mean, what would you have given if your girlfriend asked you that advice? What would you have said?
I don't know what I would have said. I
Yeah.
understand your point. I understand having a backup, and
Yeah.
certainly I think it's ultimately absolutely her choice, because if she
Totally.
wants to do that.
Totally.
But let me ask you this. So
Yeah.
if a man had
Thank you.
asked the same thing of you, saying, hey, I would like to be a stay-at-home dad, which is
Yeah.
happening more now.
Oh, yeah.
And, and if a couple is able to afford it, would you have given him the same advice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
All right, well, see,
I don't really think of it so much as a gender thing, even though it obviously happens with women a lot more
Right,
than men.
sure.
But I also don't think that readers would have pushed back on me as much. I really don't, because
interesting.
I really believe that when we're talking about the dynamics of gender when it comes to raising children in a family, men have always worked.
Right.
And no one's
Right. That's
ever.
been the history.
Yeah,
Right.
and no one has ever said, how dare he
Right.
not be a father and a husband first.
Right.
He's always the breadwinner first. So I think it's just a matter of looking at this from taking what we see it and flipping it and turning it and questioning
the gender perspective.
Yeah, why are we so committed to these specific roles and ideas?
Right.
But it didn't go over so well.
Interesting. All right, well, let's talk about the next one.
Yes.
Because it too got a little backlash, right?
Oh yeah. Well.
Okay.
So this one was really interesting. This person wrote me in and said, okay, oopsie, got drunk with my friend's fiance. We had a moment, we spent the night together.
They slept together.
Yes.
Okay.
And now,
I'm cutting to the chase
thank you,
here.
yes. And now we're in trouble, and she doesn't know whether she should tell.
All right, so your advice was?
She needs to tell her friend.
Yes.
And my thinking on it was, look, this woman deserves to know whether or not her fiance is doing this, because if he's willing to do it with a dear friend, who else is he doing it with?
Exactly.
Right?
That's absolutely.
Yeah, well,
like she needs to know.
She
is my
needs
take
to
on this.
know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? I mean, you would tell her the same thing.
Because then if you allow her to then, first off, you've been a horrible friend.
I mean you're
that's,
going to. I said to her, I was like, be prepared for her never to speak to you again.
Right. Just be prepared for that, but do the right
Yeah.
thing. Maybe it can help you absolve yourself from the guilt by
Yes.
warning her
Yes.
that this happened. But do you think she'll even be believed?
See, that's the thing. Sometimes people don't want to know.
Yeah.
But
sometimes they
still,
don't.
I think you need to let them know. But people got really mad at me for that response.
So what did they say to you? That
It's
alcohol.
alcohol.
She could've, oh, so blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the alcohol.
But then you're not still out in an alcohol haze now.
Well, thank
so
you.
have so they're saying don't keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret, because why ruin this girl's, fairy tale? I'm like, come on. Marriage is supposedly forever. So if you're going to marry this person.
And she can weigh that. She can decide, all right, it
Yes.
was alcohol.
It's her
This
choice.
is something that we're going to move forward and work
Yeah.
through, but she needs to know the facts.
That was my
Yeah.
perspective, but a lot of people did
I'm
not
with
agree.
you on this, Natalie.
Thank you.
Okay.
You could be my guest.
And I would be
writer on
horrible at this. It would
And
make
then
me
David
so
said-
nervous to try to give advice. I am in no shape and I have no skill set to give advice in any way. But I admire that you're able to do
Well,
it, and I
thank
think it's a
you.
lot of fun.
Thanks.
So, yeah.
Get to use those degrees. It, makes your parents happy.
Okay. All right, well, we want to talk about the fact that there is a lot going on this weekend. In fact, there is a lot going on tonight in particular. The Liberty Mile race is happening downtown. Also, the Steelers game at Heinz Field. So it's the first preseason Steelers game. They're playing Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Wow.
7:30 tonight. I know.
How are we? I mean, I know we said this last time, but how are we here again?
How are we here already? I don't know. I think
I'm not ready
life
for
speeds
this.
up as you get older, I think, is what's happening. But anyway,
truth.
our promo department here came up with the best promo, this poster for the Steelers season. And look at these posters
I
here,
love it.
with everyone with eye
I just
black
love it.
underneath. Yeah. So, and they're looking tough and mean. And look at the guy in the middle there.
do.
He looks tough. We don't want to mess with him, do we? That's
I
Ron
actually
smiling.
think Ron looks pretty nice in that photo.
No, he actually
He's
does.
very serene.
He has a little
He's
bit
a
of
serene Steeler.
He has a glimmer of like, I'm a cool guy. I'm a
Yeah,
nice guy underneath.
yeah.
Bob, however, on the
I
right
mean,
next.
what is happening
Bob,
with
don't
that?
you mess with Bob. Like,
I'm
yeah.
still more terrified of Christine than anyone on that.
I know. She looked tough.
I liked
yeah.
it. She's got some fierceness.
All right, well, we are going to actually check in with Ron Smiley
Mm-hmm.
because he's standing by to tell us what the weather might be like for tonight and this first preseason game. And look, Ron, you are like poster ready.
He is ready for us.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Well, you know what they say, David. Just like you said, I want to be game ready. So on the poster there, I had some facial hair, but I felt that if I was going to make the Steelers, and tonight's a big tryout, if I shaved, I'd be a little bit faster. So I've lost the facial hair. I even got the eye black on right now. They just wear tape, right? Just duct tape, right?
Yes.
That's okay. Probably.
You got it.
All right, let's talk about the
He's
game
half
and
a
what's
Steeler.
going on. Yeah, I have no chance, below zero, the chance to make the team tonight. But there are going to be some guys that are going to be making the Steelers, and they're going to be working hard today in order to try to do that. Now, if you want to go down to Heinz Field, if you already have tickets or you're going down, gates open at Heinz Field 5:30 tonight. The game starts at 7:30, and obviously, if you can't get down to Heinz Field, you can watch it right here on KDKA Channel 2. All right, let's go over. I want to show you the forecast forecast and what's going on there. We are looking at a high temperature today, likely just shy of the 80-degree mark. We're going to go 78 for that. And overall, as you're heading out to the game tonight, this is what you should expect. Notice temperatures start to get a little bit cool on the backside. So about 9 or 10 o'clock, probably late into the second half, we are going to start to see those temperatures dipping into the 60s. So just be prepared for that. Should be fantastic weather. It's going to feel great. My advice, you might want to think about maybe wearing some light, maybe it's a long sleeve t-shirt or something like that with a little bit of a breeze coming in out of the northwest. But besides that, it's looking great. And the rest of the weekend's looking just as fantastic as well. We have a lot of events going on both Saturday and Sunday. Both are looking great. If you want it warm, Sunday's your day. If you want it just pleasant, Saturday's the day to get out along with today. So fantastic weather, and we'll have the full look at your 7-day coming up in about 40 minutes.
All right, thanks, Ron, and good luck with the tryout. You never know. Shoot for the stars.
Go for it, Ron. We believe in you.
Okay, well, stay with us because we're just getting started here. We have a lot to get to today, starting with our first guest, the always amazing Eric Jones. He is here for an encore appearance at Liberty Magic, and he has special tricks just for us. All that's coming up next.
And also ahead, Yelp Pittsburgh's neighborhood spotlight on a cool little community in our area that will make you want to go there for food and drink on your next night out.
And how cool is this? Teams from London, Puerto Rico, China, and all across the U.S. are in Washington County right now getting ready to play ball. Mikey Hood is there live for opening day of the Pony League World Series. It is a week filled with family activities, and we're going to check in with Mikey just ahead. Thanks for being with us on this Friday as we head into a busy weekend. Stay with us, more PTL coming up right after this.